So, we have recently seen you in the media where you have created a discussion about death penalty. As it turns out, you are against death penalty. Why is that?
Well, it's a wide subject, and I've tried to gather my most heartfelt and humble opinions. Importantly, this is about like ethics, like that is really the core of the topic, and like try and ask yourself, like, who has the right to take another human's life, or like who is the superior in this society? And but not only is this about ethics, like the reason I'm so against death penalty is because it's a breach on the most fundamental rights in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Um, Death penalty is an extreme physical and mental violation to another human being. The physical pain during the execution cannot be defended. Likewise, the physical pressure when waiting for the death. And death penalty is a breach on the principle that nobody must be exposed to torture or cruel, inhuman, and degraded treatment or penalty. Now, in Article 3 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, it clearly states that everyone has rights to life, and but death penalty violates the right to life. So why is it legal? Why is death penalty legal in this country? And furthermore, there's a chance that innocent people will be executed as long as human errors can occur in the system of justice.
Okay, in what way is death penalty conducted?
So the way death penalty is conducted is with either electric chairs or poison. Now the problem with these methods is that immediate death isn't guaranteed, which can make the person suffer. For example, a man called Clayton Lockets, he was condemned to death, and then the poison didn't work, and something went very wrong, right? And he then went through 43 minutes of unbearable pain before he died, and he didn't die because of the poison. No, he died because of heart failure, and again, that is a breach on the most fundamental rights in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And also, today, the United States of America is the only Western country that still practices death penalty, even though the rest of the Western world hasn't practiced death penalty for 10 years. It's just difficult for me to understand why it takes us so long to abolish this law, especially when you like hear the story about Clayton Lockets. That is definitely thought provoking, and change must come to America regarding death penalty, because such a well developed nation shouldn't be to the rear regarding a law that affects human rights. It shouldn't be us who looks up to the rest of the Western world, but like the Western world who admire us for what we do. And yeah.
Don't you think it will be difficult to convince the American people to abolish the law of death penalty when over 60% of the population are voting for the law?
Well, I think it will be difficult, of course, but I think we can do it. I'll do anything in my power to convince and make sure this law will be abolished. Um, the American people are ready for a change and ready to renew this country, and I think we are ready to see what will be the best for this country and best for the people. And yes.
How do you feel about the number of people who are voting for the law is decreasing?
Um, it's definitely positive, and I'm pleasant to see that the American people are switching towards the correct opinion, and it shows that the number can be even lower from this time forward if we keep showing the American people how big consequences it can have to take another human's life.
Why do you think America is the only Western country who still operates with the death penalty?
Um, like America is a country who stays with traditions. I guess you can say that America is a little bit of a conservative nation, and death penalty has been with America for forever. But I hope to witness the people who are voting for the law of death penalty to reflect upon the subject, to really involve moral, ethics, and human rights within this momentous subject of conversation.
How are you going to get the American people to eliminate the law of death penalty?
Um, we can remove the law, but we can never exchange it from the citizens of America, because it will always be a part of this country's past. But as I said before, I hope that the people who are voting for the law really reflect upon this and think about what is right, and then hopefully they will start thinking rationally.
Thank you.